Typhoon Surigae has continued intensification since our last update and is now by our estimates a Category 4 on the saffir-simpson scale. We have it positioned around 10.9 degrees north or 130.8 degrees east as of 11 a.m. Philippines time this April the 17th. Winds are currently at 145 miles per hour or 233 kilometers per hour with a pressure of 936 millibars, moving west-northwest at 15 miles per hour or 24 kilometers per hour, and has a CDPS stage rating of 7. This is assuming we have a landfall Monday morning in Leyte in the Philippines. Wind speed major to extreme, storm size and rainfall potential significant to major, with the overall threat to land being major. A stage 7 means that catastrophic damage is possible. Again, this is all depending on if we do get a landfall Monday morning. Here's the current wind fields: 150 nautical miles to the northeast, 140 nautical miles to the southeast, 155 nautical miles to the southwest, and 120 nautical miles to the northwest. Here's the current distances in miles and kilometers: Bislig 338 miles or 544 kilometers, Surigae 341 miles or 549 kilometers, Tacloban 367 miles or 591 kilometers, Masbate 470 miles or 756 kilometers, and Sorsogon City 451 miles or 726 kilometers. We have a Signal 1 warning in effect from Bislig in the Philippines to Siruma. Here's the current intensity estimates. Again, we're running with 145 miles per hour, so is ADT. JTWC and RAM are down at 130 miles per hour, and the JMA currently are sitting all the way down at 120 miles per hour. Here's our current forecast cone. You can see the forecast there in about a day, 165 miles per hour, thankfully staying pretty far away from the Philippines. However, the cone, you can see it does get pretty close to the Philippines, and something important to note, impacts will likely be felt outside of the cone, which is why we have a Signal 1 warning in effect for areas like Bislig, even though you don't see them anywhere near the edge of the cone. That's something we always say and something to always keep in mind with these systems. Here's the current sea surface temperature map. You can see where it is right now and where it's headed. It's still very warm, which is why we expect it to get so strong, even up to a Category 5 on the saffir-simpson scale. The conditions are just really aligning well for this storm to continue strengthening. Here's the current HWRF wind swath. You can see tropical storm force winds try to come to the Philippines, but the strongest winds stay offshore. And here's a rainfall graphic. You can see some 4 to 8 inches, possibly higher totals in the higher elevations of the Philippines. Here's the current multi-model diagnostic comparison. All models continuing strengthening this system. All of them except for 2 keep it below Category 5 strength. And here's one of the factors: wind shear. All models are expecting it to lower, which can help even more with strengthening. At sea surface temperatures, again, staying very warm, mid-level relative humidity staying fairly high, so conditions for this storm in the future are looking very conductive. And here's visible imagery as the sun comes up in the Philippines today. You can see it's looking very good with that eye right there in the center. Trying to clear out on visible. It's clearing out on infrared. This is visible and infrared mixed. Looking very good. You can see all those high cloud tops, -80s, -90s. Here's water vapor, not much dry air trying to get into this system. This system is really in a really good environment for strengthening. Here's a closer look at infrared. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned to Force 13 for the latest updates on Typhoon Surigae.